Seriously?
Hey guys, and welcome to another Ork Tactics video with myself, 6+ Stevo. In the last one we looked at the war boss in Mega Armour. In this one we are taking a look at this git, the big mech in Mega Armour. He comes in at 90 points. He has the following keywords: infantry, character, Mega Armour, mech, big mech in Mega Armour. And his stat line is as follows. Movement 5 inches, an impressive toughness of 6, an equally impressive armour save of 2+, 5 wounds, a leadership of 7+, and an objective control of 1. He has the abilities leader, and he can lead a unit of Meganobz and nothing else. And he also has the abilities more Dakka. While this model is leading a unit, each time a model in that unit makes a ranged attack, re-roll a hit roll of 1. This is a really nice little ability, especially for the Meganobz if you have them equipped with the guns and not the sort of dual kill saw options, because they've got some quite nice guns on them. Admittedly, nowhere near as nice as they used to be, but combi weapons, when used in sort of larger squads like that, when every model in the unit has them, I think you can probably get something out of them. We've gone over it before in terms of combi weapons and how crap they are now since Games Workshop have taken all the differences out of them and just combined them into this one generic weapon. They'd lost a lot of their flavour and, quite frankly, lost a lot of their usefulness on the tabletop. It's a real shame. But, yeah, the Meganobz do have some nice Dakka available to them, and re-roll and hit rolls of 1. It's not going to be game changing, but it's a nice little ability to have. But that's not where this guy shines. This guy shines in his next ability, Fix Dat Armour Up. While this model is leading a unit, in your command phase you can return 1 destroyed bodyguard to that unit. That's very, very nice indeed. And what I love about this is that you don't have to roll for it. It's not like on a 4+ or anything like that. There's no risk to it. It's just every command phase, if you've lost some models in that unit, you just put 1 straight back in there. And when these are like multi-wound 2+ save Meganobz, toting power claws or kill saws, that's really nice. Really good for you. Really demoralising for the opponent. Absolutely fantastic. He also has Wargear abilities. He has, if you choose it as an option, the custom force field. While the bearer is leading a unit, models in that unit have a 4+ invulnerable save against ranged attacks. Absolutely fantastic. The custom force field has always been a popular choice among Ork players, and for very good reason. We're quite a fragile army. We've been described a lot of times in the past as sort of a glass hammer. We hit hard, but we can't take the punishment. So anything that helps us soak up that, Dakka and firepower and incoming damage is always welcome in the Ork army. And yeah, the custom force field has had a bit of a buff. I don't know if it was this edition it buffed up to that much. I believe it was, but it always used to be a 5+. Now with it just being a flat 4+ invulnerable save, it's a 50-50 chance to save against some potentially really nasty multi-wound damage incoming on your Meganobz. So that's absolutely fantastic. It is just against ranged attacks, so it has no benefit in the combat phase, as is right in lore terms. They've kind of dropped the ball on that in the past and given us it throughout all phases, which doesn't really make any sense because the custom force field casts like a bubble around the unit. Think of like Star Wars Episode 1. You remember the droid army come out and they cast them big sort of shield bubbles over the droids. That's effectively what it is. But yeah, a 4+ invulnerable save, just being able to tank a bit more damage on the way in, on top of those 2+ saves, on top of that high toughness, on top of the multi-wounds. When you put a big mech in Mega Armour in a unit of Meganobz, it makes an already tanky unit that much more tanky. And then you add on to that the Fix Dat Armour Up, where you can return models each turn. God, I know I've faced to go off against Meganobz with a big mech in Mega Armour leading the unit. and they can be a real thorn in the side sometimes. They can be really, really hard to shift off the table. You've got to really put some dedicated firepower in combat to get rid of that unit. So yeah, big thumbs up for all of that. He also has the option for a Grot Oiler, which you should always have because it doesn't cost anything. Once per battle, at the end of your movement phase, one model in the bearer's unit regains D3 lost wounds. So you put that on top of being able to return dead models, the 4+ inv save, being able to repair some wounds on your models. Absolutely amazing, especially if this guy himself, with his 5 wounds, especially if he's taken some damage, being able to repair him up and keep him going. Absolutely fantastic. And it's just got a little bit there. It says designer's note, place a Grot Oiler token next to the unit, removing it once this ability has been used. Just realised as well, we didn't go through this guy's options. So before we get into the weapons, we should look at his options because he does have some. He comes equipped with the custom Mega Blaster and Power Claw, but we can swap those out. The model's custom Mega Blaster can be replaced with one of the following: a kill saw, a combi weapon, boo, and a custom shooter. This model can also be equipped with one of the following, and you should always equip him with one of these because again it doesn't cost anything, it's just extra. The popular choice is of course the custom force field, but another option that is definitely worth your consideration is the less popular but equally cool, in my opinion, teleport blaster. And of course, as we've already said, he can be equipped with one Grot Oiler. So yeah, let's take a look at these weapons. We've got, first of all, the combi weapon. It has the special rules anti-infantry 4+, devastating wounds, and rapid fire 1. Has a range of 24 inches, has a measly 1 attack with ballistic skill of 5+, a measly strength 4, no AP, and 1 damage. Really quite pathetic. You're just hoping for those devastating wounds, and once in a blue moon you're going to get one of them, and then you're going to do a little bit of damage. Big deal. If the whole unit is equipped with the combi weapons, I think it ups the sort of damage potential of it a bit. If you've got the largest unit of Meganobz you can have with this guy, and then they've all got combi weapons and they're all firing, and you're going to get a few of them dev wounds, but yeah, I think there's better options. I think the custom Mega Blaster, it's better to stick with that, quite frankly. That does have the hazardous keyword, so there's a bit of risk to you, but I think it's worth it. And we wouldn't be orcs, would we, if we didn't like to take a risk every now and again. It's got an impressive range of 24 inches, 3 attacks, still the same ballistic skill, 5+, but it has strength 9, AP -2, and a D6 damage. Now, I can't see any good reason to take the combi weapon unless you're really worried about those hazardous results. But look, if you're worrying about stuff like that, perhaps orcs aren't the faction for you. I'm sorry, hate to say it, but like, risk reward is like a huge part of orcs and should be encouraged and should be used at any and all times. So yeah, custom Mega Blaster is just an awesome weapon in just about any unit in the Orc army. Really high damage, high AP, high strength, a good amount of shots. Yes, it's hazardous, but the risks are well worth it because the damage potential is massive. I mean, he has the potential just from him alone to cause 18 damage. You're going to have to be rolling some very impressive dice rolls to get that, but nonetheless, it can't be sniffed at. The custom shooter is an okay gun for clearing out chaff units. You've got rapid fire 2, 18-inch range, has 4 shots, so 6 shots when you're within 9 inches. You've got ballistic skill 5+, strength 4, no AP, and 1 damage. It's okay. It's a twin shooter basically. It's all right. But then you've got the teleport blaster. I love the teleport blaster. Not only does it look really cool, but it is quite a tasty weapon. It's got the blast keyword, which is always a plus, but when you're landing on those big units and you're getting those extra shots, really nice. The damage potential really does start to ramp up when you're firing into large mobs of units. It's got a 12-inch range, 3 attacks, which is really nice, ballistic skill 5+, a rather nice strength 8, an AP of -1, and a damage of a flat 3. So we're sort of not far off a rocket launcher there, and in some ways better. Yeah, it doesn't have the range, it's not quite as strong, but you're getting a guaranteed 3 shots rather than a D3 shots. And if you're combining that with the custom Mega Blaster, say this guy's got the custom Mega Blaster and the Teleport Blaster, he's kicking out quite a bit of damage just on his own. So yeah, that's the option to choose. If you want your unit to be a little bit more offensive, especially in the Dakka department, rather than defensive, then the Teleport Blaster is the option to go for. I think the smart money's on the KFF personally, but I've always had a soft spot for the Teleport Blaster, so I tend to choose that usually. In the melee weapons, he has the option of the Kill Saw or the Power Claw. And these really, I think they're just as good as each other, really. The Kill Saw's slightly better at sort of really high toughness things and high armor things. The Power Claw is a little bit more of a sort of an all-round weapon, but they're both very, very good weapons. So let's do the Kill Saw first. It gets 3 attacks. It hits on a 4+. That's its big downside, really. Plus the fact that it gets 1 less attack than the Power Claw. But it does have strength 12 and an AP of -3. That is really, really good. High damage, high armor penetration. And it has a flat 2 damage. The Power Claw has 4 attacks, so it's got 1 more attack. It hits on a 3+, which is very nice indeed. And that does make a lot of difference. Hitting on 3s it's just so much better than hitting on 4s. It doesn't sound like much, but from my experience, whenever orcs are hitting on 4s, I mean, I can only speak from my experience, but they tend to miss. they nearly always miss for me. A strength 9, not too shabby, and an AP of -2, also not too shabby at all, and also a flat damage of 2. So it's just a case of pick your poison there, really. Both good weapons. For me, I would tend to prefer the Power Claw over the Kill Saw, but both are good options. And there you go, guys, the big mech in Mega Armour. I think he's an absolutely fantastic unit, and I think in a unit of Meganobz, he really is an auto-include. We looked at the War Boss in Mega Armour before, an impressive unit in his own right, but when compared to this guy, it's very hard to choose the War Boss. Again, if you would choose the War Boss if you wanted a more offensive melee unit. He is good. He does confer some nice buffs, as we saw in the last video. If you haven't seen that yet, I'll pop a link up in the corner so you can go and check that one out. He is good, but the big mech in Mega Armour, if you want some staying power in your orcs, and you want your Meganobz to hang about and do what they do best, this guy with a KFF, yeah, it's really hard to turn him down. And yes, he's expensive. 90 points is quite an expensive cost for us for characters. A lot of our characters can be quite cheap. 90 points is a big expense, but I think it's so worth it. And I really think that in almost every game you have, you will get your money's worth back. Just the fact that he's bringing units back to life, he's healing units. If you choose the option, he's given a nice invulnerable save to the unit from shooting attacks. That'll be very good early game. And he's got some really nice Dakka himself. And he's good in combat too. He's a bit of a machine in combat. So yeah, big mech in Mega Armour it just gets all the thumbs up. He's a hugely, hugely popular unit, and for very, very, very good reason. And also, like, if you put him in something like a Dread Mob, you're getting all those benefits as well. You stick him in a unit of Meganobz, he's getting all those Dread Mob abilities and those buffs that confers. A lot of the other detachments, you can give him special enhancements as well that can buff him up even further. And he really can start to be quite a tanky, horrific unit for your opponent to deal with. So yeah, there you go, guys. There's the big mech in Mega Armour. Let me know down in the comments section below what you think of this guy, and who do you prefer, this guy in Mega Armour or the War Boss in Mega Armour? I'll be very interested if any of you prefer the Warboss in Mega Armour. I'd love to know why. Share in the comment section below. Perhaps there's something there that I've missed that I haven't seen that makes the Warboss better in some ways. Let me know in the comment section below. And yeah, please give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, and share it and do all that stuff. So there's the big mech in Mega Armour. We've done him now. Where are we going next? Well, guys, look, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm getting a little bit bored of doing these standard data cards at the moment. The reason for that being was that I was doing them before, and then we had a big change. We had the codex come out and everything changed, and I had to start again from scratch before I finished the last series. I'm hoping that doesn't happen during this series, but it's been a while. I've been dying to get to them, and it's really where my passion lies. So I really want to switch things up now and start a new playlist. So my next video won't be part of this playlist. It'll be part of a new playlist looking at Legends units. Yes, you heard me right, Legends units, because I don't think anyone else on YouTube is really giving these guys the coverage they deserve. And some of our most interesting and just fun units are now in Legends. So with that being said, on the next video, I'm going to stick with big mechs, and we're going to go with an old school classic that should never have been taken out of the codex in the first place. I still use them regularly, and I want to talk about them. So that's what we're going to do next time. On the next video, we're going to talk about this guy, the regular big mech with KFF. Join me on that one, guys, as we kick off the Legends Datasheet Tactics playlist. Exciting times. I can't wait to get to it. There's so much cool stuff in the Legends stuff, and I'm going to share it all with you, and we're going to go through it, and it's going to be great fun. So join me on that one, guys. Until then, this is 6+ Stevo signing out.